swift victory, my friend.
Seek for honor.
I should walk. Last thing I need is a machine stomping around in there.
May honor call.
Be guided by the pen.
Here's one. Whew. Well, that's done with. Guess I didn't get enough tusks. I'll need to hunt down another herd of brisket.
Honor and strength. In the name of the pen.
May honor call.
Machines resistant to fire. Whew. Well, that's done with.
May your blade be bright.
The machine's resistant to plasma. Blades around its eye. Good for digging tunnels. Just like Kala said. Gonna have to take it down. The machine looks like it could flatten boulders, trees, me. Pain subsiding. It's over. Time to salvage that sinew. There. I should get back to Kala. Hand over the parts. Where did you come from? You could show me how to override you.
honor calls.
Stay here.
I'm going to quickly follow my steps. With everything that happened,
You've come this far.
more. For the clan, the tribe.
I'll join too then.
I heard you got some fresh ink. What'd you do?
Did you find the parts we
Down
need
the
for the
rabbit.
ballista?
Are we ready to open the arena?
What can I do for you? Earn more medals and the rewards will be great.
Oh,
No problem.
well, I guess I should go.
Safe travel.
Oh, sorry.
No problem.
I need to get going.
Of course. Good.
I wasn't asking you to.
The final battle against Regala.
I've got the parts you need for the ballista.
Excellent. We'll get it fixed up right away, and then the arena will be ready. You're welcome to fight anytime.
How does it work?
Simply speak to me, and I'll arrange a challenge for you.
And any medals you win from fighting, you can exchange with me for some of the tribe's very best equipment. Not just from the arena, but also medals won at hunting grounds. After upgrading your gear, I think you'll come to favor me over Kala.
I'm here to help train our squads. It's not a popularity contest.
Good thing for you. I'll take my leave then. Come talk to me if you win, or if you have soldiers' tags to turn in.
Well then, if you'd like to fight in the arena now, we can set it up in no time.
I'll give it a shot.
Good. We'll reopen with the Let's see how you do against our machine. We'll see you later, champion.
Well, good thing I have
Final battle against. Regala. My heart hammers for it.
You up for a game of strike later? Okay. So, I've been thinking. I'm going to quickly explain some stuff.
What brought this on?
Swift victory.
I heard they finally got the ballista in the arena fixed.
We won't let Regala take the grove. Show respect.
Honor and strength.
I see you, Choosing the right rations can be just as important to your chance of survival as choosing the right weapons. If you want food that'll save your life out in the wilds, go northwest to Saltbite. The cook there, Pintala, she'll whip up a meal for anyone who needs it, to Nox or not.
I'll make sure to pay her a visit if I'm out that way.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.
Like this? Oh, you're not waving a hammer around, Aaron. Try a gentler touch.
And my big sausage fingers don't really do gentle, okay?
Bring it back. Trace the line. To your right. Other right.
I just saw it. It's the one Aloy found up north. Gotcha! They call it a concussion beat party or something. Yeah, now that's music.
Aloy!
Erend, you're all better. And you're here.
Well, the world only goes on if you can do your thing. We learn fast enough, we help make that happen. You want all the backup you can get, right?
We still have much training to do, of course. One does not become hunter in a day.
Each seed grows at a pace of its own. Doesn't mean it won't bloom. You should know your Tanakh friend arrived.
Katalo.
I heard their warriors drink people's blood. I want to sleep with one eye open.
I think he's seen enough blood for a lifetime.
I showed him to one of the rooms. He seems to appreciate the privacy.
Looks like you've got things under control. I should get this to Gaia.
Right. We'll keep on training. Catch up as fast as we can.
I'm seeing glyphs in my dreams already.
Well, while you've been off gallivanting around, I've been working with Gaia to find out more about the land gods. So from where I'm standing, you're in need of some training. Come along.
Okay. The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet.
Hey.
Hey.
A nice place.
Well, it's not like I built it or anything.
Right. Well, I can see why you had... There's a lot to take in, but don't worry.
Right. How are you settling in?
Varl's been helping me get the lay of the land. I don't know who makes him more nervous, that Gaia lady or our new
Well, what about the Vanguard? Aren't you supposed to be...
I sent some of them back to Meridian. I doubt Avad will mind me sticking around to help.
So?
He's, quiet. I thought his people were supposed to be bloodthirsty.
You shouldn't believe
Yeah.
So, Talana came by?
I'm more like rushed through. I was the only Carja I've ever met, but it seemed like she had more pressing.
I see, Varl.
It doesn't look as fashionable on me, but granted, a lot of them are bad, you know. I'm still trying to wrap my head around them. I never really understood how you're, and now I do. It makes me feel like I...
It takes some time. I guess.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. When Varl first told me those, I thought he'd eaten too many of those Yeah, but I've gotten used to seeing him. I just wish they weren't always trying.
Yeah. I better go.
Right.
Wow, this...
Yeah, and Gaia placed all the data she got from your focus with the focuses you gave us. We'll be able to, learn, and if you need us, we'll be...
Got it. I'm guessing...
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a mission. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for... For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tanakh and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't...
Must be quite a story.
I guess she'll tell us when she's ready. How's everyone handling...
And we all have our but I'm hoping Oseram's stubborn.
How's everyone doing?
Just...
How's,
You know we really are. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can.
Of course. You guys reading something?
We just finished going through all the logs you collect and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors without the knowledge from a
Thanks to Ted.
Yeah. I wonder how the world must have seemed.
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire...
Looks like I was wrong, but their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius.
And we saw how they lied about creating a better... Guess they lied about what happened to them. But still, the trial...
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from won't stop us from using...
Let's hope that... Think you can hold the fort?
If Aaron stops listening to the same, we'll be fine.
Varl looks happy about his trip.
Learning is best done.
You've spoken...
A few words. You must have made quite the
You've been getting to know Aaron?
Of course. In this case, a very...
I see you've...
Gaia did say this so we could regain control of our... Nurture them like the land... It does strike me as odd that a place...
Right. I should probably...
I shall return to our... Aloy, we've gathered some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Looks like someone's made this space their own.
I see you found Varl and Zoe's room, Aloy. I believe they wanted private accommodations.
I see.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others.
Holograms? Gaia, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
Looks like Arendt and Katalo moved their stuff in.
Where have I seen this before?
Door won't open. Guess Gaia hasn't been able to restore access yet. Huh. Looks like someone's rearranged stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home. Argala's attack at the embassy. The marshals ambushed and surrounded, killed one by one. Reminds me of the massacre at the Proving. Back in the Sacred Lands. So many lives wasted. And for what? My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. When Varl found me after the Hades Proving Lab, I thought I saw Rost. I don't think he'd understand any of this. Or what I have to do. But still. Wish he was here. I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe. Elizabeth put all of her faith in Gaia. And Gaia put all of her faith in me. If I can do it all, recover the subfunctions, defeat Zenith, heal the world. I'd like to think Elizabeth would be proud.
Pizza?
Apparently it tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Or something like that.
Maybe you can find the recipe?
It's a sauce.
I like it already.
Aloy.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place. Gaia, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then. You said the Bulwark was your home a long time.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. As I grew older, I came to be Tekote. I fought by his side against and led my squad on a dangerous... It was I, who from the east side.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed.
Then why'd you leave? Why did you leave the sky?
I was sent to the cult. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging him. I returned a hero from the battle at Baron. Never occurred to him that I...
Why did Tekote think you wouldn't be a threat to him?
Tekote knew I'd be forced to forsake the clan. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command. After our victory at Baron, said it would be selfish to rob, even though he knew perfectly well it was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal.
I'm sorry you had to go.
I am not. Though it...
When we were at the Bulwark, the Wings of the Ten, what does it mean?
The visions tell us that... And for us to imitate this feat, and it is why the challengers... Many times the feeling of freedom.
What did Chief Hikaru say?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove. There was little more to...
Well,
Indeed.
what are you looking at?
The others have been helping me decipher the so I thought This Hephaestus.
Yes.
How many?
As many as we...
Such power.
Now that you know who's...
I'll admit, I find them hard to vulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strap. I trust you will point my...
You've had some time with the team. Any thoughts?
I admit, farmers don't make for it.
I'm told she rallied some in her tribe and fought all the way to...
Interesting.
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru.
I will. May the 10...
I just think she talks a lot. You know about everything.
She can also crank out a whole army of machines to kick your sorry behind once she's fixed.
Well, I guess I just better stay on her good side then.
Welcome back, Aloy. When you're ready, please merge ether with me. Afterwards, I must discuss an important matter with you.
So, what did you want to discuss?
While you were away, I received an unusual transmission on my dedicated Aletheia frequency.
Aletheia. That's one of the sub-functions you couldn't detect before.
Yes. The transmission occurred so slowly that at first it seemed like an accidental blip of data amongst background static. Once I noticed this irregularity, it took some time to collate the complete message.
Coordinates. Where does it lead?
To a mountain to the northwest of this facility. A word of caution, Aloy. It is possible this transmission is genuine. It is also possible it is being broadcast by someone or something else.
You don't think it's actually Aletheia?
I am uncertain.
What's SOS?
It is an old-world code. A distress signal. A desperate plea for help.
Why would Aletheia send a frequency only the two of you?
I believe it was done as a precaution, or at least to create the appearance. I am also uncertain why able to detect and respond as far as it is aware.
Okay, so either Aletheia is in trouble and sent them, or someone else is trying to get us to go to these coordinates.
That is my conclusion as well.
Could the Zeniths?
According to the data the Zeniths recovered the other Gaia root kernel in the It is feasible they used it to gain access.
So, maybe they...
Possibly. If they intended to provoke me into... I would expect the communication to be more...
Right. So maybe it's not them then. You said the coordinates lead to a mountain to the northwest. What's there?
I have no record of anything of...
Okay, and what about the other number in the message? 237.
I have queried my available databases. Perhaps its meaning can only be understood at the indicated coordinates.
Alright, I'll go to the coordinates and check out the source of the transmission.
All by yourself? Ha! No way.
I included Erend and Varl in this briefing via their focuses. I concur that you should not investigate this alone.
What if it's a trap?
Of course it could be a trap. But if it really is Eleuthia, then it's in trouble, and I need to bring it back. Don't worry. I'll be careful and...
We're coming with you.
Fine. Go grab your things.
We'll wait for you at the west exit, in case you need to upgrade your gear.
Error. Drone offline. An excellent choice. Aloy.
That was sneaky of you, patching in Varl and Air.
I am pleased you accept. Is there something you wish to discuss?
You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided.
Yes. Weather patterns in the local region should mostly...
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. Recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place...
I will continue to stabilize...
Why did Ether take up residence in...
As with the other subordinate function, Ether needed to install itself on one in the museum appeared, given that the holographic display...
So Ether was assured it could stay for as long as...
Correct. Though it is
maybe it also felt... Why did Ether take...
As with the Ether needed to install itself, one in the museum, given that the holographic display...
So Ether was assured it could...
Correct. Though it is curious that it chose a place surrounded with...
Maybe it also felt at home there. What can you tell me about...
Demeter sows for...
So once I bring it back, all the...
While permanent restoration requires... I may be able to improve conditions. However, like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query, alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay. I'll keep my guard up. What can you tell me about Demeter?
Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life.
So once I bring it back, all the blight out there will start to get better.
While permanent restoration requires the abilities of Hephaestus, I may be able to improve conditions in the region for a while. However, a word of warning. Like Ether and Poseidon, Demeter's response to my query was highly irregular. Alone and frightened, it may have taken measures to assure its security.
Okay. I'll keep my guard up. The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animals. Eleuthia was culturing a new generation. Apollo was tasked with disseminating vast archives of human knowledge. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was...
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to have been...
All three of the missing were... Do you still need them?
If attained, restoring their remaining elements would increase my... Perhaps you will be able... Artemis and Apollo, however, remain unaccounted for.
So, Poseidon, what do we know about it?
Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Once it is restored to me, I may be able to improve conditions in the regional watershed. But I must warn you, like the others, Poseidon is lost and frightened.
I'll be careful. How's Katalo?
I detect that the loss of... Though he has not voiced, I may be able to assist in his recovery.
Really? Varl and Zoe seem...
Indeed. Whilst Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as she appreciated the similarity and encouraged Varl.
And how did that go?
I believe they have a...
How's Erend?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use...
What did he do?
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he... Amongst a number of Oseram curses, he is given repeated assurance.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extra... So this facility, it was meant to oversee the terraform...
For the local... Had humans received their education, they would have then been guided here. As that never happened.
Until Minerva decided to settle here. So the Hades Proving Lab, it used to be a Pharaoh
Yes. The facility was used to engineer and test. It appears to have been one of many...
I guess it wasn't enough to build automated killing machine. He wanted viruses to... So I guess this room was meant to keep an eye on...
Yes. To observe weather and... It may be possible to restore more should you find and reconnect.
I'll keep a lookout. Gaia? What was Elizabeth like?
Her presence is interwoven with my memories. We exchanged. It was the first of many listening to her stories.
Your friend?
Yes. Though I am glad she made it home.
She was okay with that. Thanks, Gaia. So, the greatest all working to build the terraforming... What was it like?
Personnel worked in rotation. Resources and technology were secured. Within a month of the project's concept, Elizabeth encouraged me to spend time. She said it was important to aid in my emotion.
What were they like?
Scared. Hopeful. Determined. They were hurtling toward technological achievements on a scale
So, a while back, before the I discovered another AI there. It was created to oversee operations for a volcanic stabilization project, and it spent the last 1,000 years in isolation. I'm guessing you didn't know about it?
No. From the data, an effort by its creators to protect it from the...
Any chance it could help us?
I have already attempted contact. Given its previous experience with accepting it, I imagine it is unwilling to do...
Right. Because last... Well, that's too bad. There was an ancient tank embedded in the bulwark, buried under... Any idea how it got there?
During the Pharaoh Plague, the U.S. military resumed the use of human as automated machines. It is possible the V...
So they fought against the Pharaoh machine until the mountain was blasted apart and... I should be going.
Goodbye, Aloy. I was able to unlock another room in the main living area.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Ah, there it is.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for Control Center operatives. Unfortunately, the entertainment modules were lost with the Apollo database.
Oh. That's too bad. There's the Slade. There's data here. Another room. What for?
Switch to a private log? Okay, so... Regional Control Center 9. Design of the facilities coming along? When Gaia finally builds it, it'll have everything it needs. Except personality. So, I'm going to sneak in my own mark. A couple of flourishes. Starting with this little tucked-away hideout. August would have gotten a kick out of it. He loves hidden passages, like the kind in old English castles. But I've got something bigger planned. My piece de resistance, if you will.
Oh, I'm back in the sleeping quarters.
Unbelievable.
There she is.
You ready to head out?
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good. This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Vermin.
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Burl, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield. Let's start with that zenith. Well, there are obviously more zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
If the Banuk almost didn't make it. Here I come! Whatever the rebels did, it took down our shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the Zenith had?
It looked like she can make it come and go at will. But it's gone now.
Yeah. Well, go do your thing. I'll wait here.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Forge's breath. What a mess. A drink. You done looking around?
Almost. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else. Weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Were they watching this area? All right. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend.
The Noct rebels, an Oseram, a Zenith, and a freaky machine. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. Do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl. That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, And my guess is it's somewhere down there.
Alright, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go. There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
So, exploring another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
No room on me. I can send it to my stash.
find anything that might tell us what the asset is? All
I don't
this
think so.
stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So, how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. The control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out. Can't hook onto that.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log. Maybe this one.
Nothing.
$236 containers in storage. Please.
Aloy. It's you. Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Aletheia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least they don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with. You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's
still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly? Aloy! Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those Spectre things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone. Here it comes! Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots. things quick. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear. Go on, Aloy. Aaron needs you.
Get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Aloy!
Aaron!
Yeah, the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron. Aaron, I'm here.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Oh, it seems quiet. Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on.
And now's a good time to hit it with plasma. Ah! Fight time! Live long, kill your enemy. Kaboom! Hey, look! You need this! That's the quick way to take it down. that put a dent in you. It's done for.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. No. Damn it. Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Anybody seen one of my machine strike pieces around?
Aloy, you're...
Yeah, I'm just...
You mean after meeting someone who looks but isn't you? Guess this must be even...
Little?
Varl said she may be able to help...
Maybe. You said you...
Varl mentioned she was hurt.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying She looks like she's barely seen the light of day.
What else have you been up?
I've been studying Gaia's... I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they... Imagine my surprise when I looked and found out it helped create all machines. In a way, the Utaru Oha as well as our...
That's why we have to make Gaia... Learn anything?
There's been much to read up on now that it's hard to imagine that machines like storm birds once helped heal this. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chill, but everything Gaia creates has a purpose.
Yeah. And if we can get it... I need to get going.
May the land...
Aloy.
There are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card show. Why?
Aloy, Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her. Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So far, Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero trained you. And you?
They told me I was born to interface when we reached Earth. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote reboot Earth. For the...
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only lot self-destructed after operating efficiently for Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate action if it had detected a threat that was more dangerous than ceasing. I should have realized that she would help recreation of Elizabeth Sobek, too.
Yeah, well... surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith. What else do you know about them?
They were some of the most affluent. They controlled almost... Gerard commands them. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he's...
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades proof.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah. You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base. Where is it?
Off the coast. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported and I couldn't see anything else. But I did overhear they were discussing setting up a perimeter energy repel the local... I'm certain they have other security measures. It must...
What's inside the base? launch facilities so they can shuttle back and forth to plus infrastructure to gather materials. Are there more Zeniths than the ones you I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the big. For all I know, there could be more of them out in other survivors of the colony. You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. All I was ever told was that a natural disaster. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection. The Zeniths never told you any. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then guess they survived old age. How did you before the Hades Proving Lab? I never thought I'd get away, even if I were to run. I'd never. Then I saw you. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomed, I saw an You said you saw an opportunity to. What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover us, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed. Outside the facility. Bane's dead? How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done. You said you were born on the way to... The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored... I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access. You said you spent years. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was... Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database. Before Ted Faro purged it. The Zeniths have a copy. So it still exists. Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I were to have all that knowledge, just... Alright, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths? How did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already? Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location, of course not! You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help? I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry. Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia. Hey.
I suppose.
That's good.
Sometimes fed off livestock a little too much for my liking.
Errand?
Huh? I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's two of me.
There's two of you! At least you seem to be handling it.
I wouldn't say that. Did you...
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if Zoe and... No use crowding someone when...
I guess you...
Yeah, I'm not gonna... I thought he'd be... Yeah, but I just wish they were...
Yeah. What are you working on?
I'm still figuring out how... Those two lovebirds over... To be honest, all a little simple, but I'll get up to speed.
What you reading next?
I saw a guy added rods being used to harness lightning. Guy reminded me of a cousin. Thought he could trap lightning if he went up the tallest mountain in the... It ended like a lot of Oscar.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
Hey.
Nothing some rest can't... Are you okay?
Just...
Fair enough.
How's...
I tried explaining what a clone... Then Zoe said something about two trees coming from one seed.
I see everyone said...
Zoe's planning on bringing... Says a home should always spring... I asked Aaron to help find some.
Still, it's not a bad idea. It's good to see you and Zoe.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to thank her for helping me study something from the old world that she... Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals. If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with anything, really.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else. I should get...
I'll keep an eye on Beta.
Okay. Looks like some of the holograms are working now.
I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
A useful war map. No, but I must ask.
It's hard to explain. Maybe. I heard my friend Talon.
Briefly. She'll be lucky if my people...
She'll be careful.
Whoever it is.
Have you had a chance to...
Briefly. He fought well against Regala. Are all Norais?
I'm not exactly one of them. They managed to push the car...
I thought my tribe was the only one to have done...
You said you were...
That's right. I've been watching hologram. They are faster and more How many did this...
I'm not...
I would not wish to...
I'm with you there. Getting ether out of the grove...
One that showed the entire tribe that Hikaru's mission for it is now blessed by...
I need to go.
On your way then.
It was pretty weird talking to Beta, seeing someone who looks like me, even though it seems like she doesn't act anything like me, or Elizabeth for that matter.
The old ones use holograms for everything.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Pam Wumpada!
It's a little loud, Erend.
I know. That makes you want to punch something. More like
There is something I'd like to discuss. It's about the land gods. If you have time, that is.
You said you wanted to talk about...
I think there's a way to heal them. Once again, provide Plainsong with... Gaia gave me a set of instructions. If we deliver it to the land gods...
That's great.
Maybe. There are thorns on the path. Unless the code is given by Hephaestus, Gaia showed me a way around this. We need components called control cores from machines similar to the land gods.
You mean Grimhorns? Like the one we fought?
Yes. Gaia helped me locate...
So, kill the machines, get the control cores, then use them to adapt the reboot code into something...
If all goes well. But taking down 2 Grimhorns won't be easy.
We'll do it together.
Bless you, Aloy. I'll send you the location of the machines.
I'll let you know when I get close to those Grimhorns.
Good. If we can get their control cores, maybe we really can heal the land gods.
I see you, Heard the lowlanders have been fighting rebels by the coast, west of the grove. If you're still helping the chief handle those scabs, you might want to talk to Kragella at Tide's Reach.
If I make it out there, I'll see what I can do.
Stay alert, soldier.
You shouldn't miss this chance to trade.